Hey guys, this is going to be a review of Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 4. At the beginning of the episode, we find out that Saru has a cold, even though from context it's pretty obvious that there's something more going on with that right away. In this episode, there's a big sphere, they keep calling it, they don't know what it is. It's like part organic, so it might be alive. And that was really interesting. I feel like something that's can be really interesting in sci-fi is the idea of like different kinds of alien life. And inevitably in sci-fi, most aliens tend to become very human-like. Like most of the alien characters walk on two legs. Like, there's not really a reason why they should, except to make them more like humans. So it's always interesting to me to see some kind of like alien life where one, it's so different from humans that they're not even sure if it's alive or sentient and all of that. Like, I like seeing storylines that kind of explore that a bit instead of all of the aliens like superficially being different from humans, but also like at the end of the day being a lot like humans. The sphere and Saru kind of become connected because you find out that his symptoms are being caused by the sphere. And we learn a lot of backstory about him as a character, but also about his species that I thought was really interesting. I loved the scenes that we got with Saru and Michael in this episode, and like showing how strong their relationship is and them talking about how they're each other's family now. Like, it was very touching, and just I really enjoyed how that whole part of the episode played out. I really like their relationship. I think it's one of my favorite relationships on the show, and it doesn't get focused on that often. It's often there in like part of the episode, but it's always nice to see it be like a bigger focus in an episode. There's also more about May, or the spores, and what she is in this episode. They call her a Jossep, I think it is. Which is interesting that a creature like that would have a name that you could like pronounce, I guess. But anyway, yeah. So she latches on to Tilly like a parasite and starts controlling Tilly, and it's pretty scary. Like, I imagine anyone in Tilly's position would be absolutely terrified. And the idea of the Discovery being like the alien invader in this world and the like thing that harmed these creatures is introduced in this episode, and I really like that as well, because I think that this storyline is a good exploration of how even if people don't mean to cause harm, they still might be doing it accidentally. Like, they didn't consider these possible creatures in the network, and they didn't intend to hurt them, but they may have accidentally. I think that's a really good thing to explore, and so I liked getting the beginnings of that in this episode. And the episode ends with Saru not dying and realizing that everything that his species and people have known was a lie, which is very interesting, but I'll talk more about that as they learn more about it in future episodes. And May like takes Tilly inside of her, which I will also talk about with future episodes as we learn more. So I think that's everything, and I will see you all later.